Hi guys, beginning of this year I uploaded 2 videos about the design of an external battery charger that you can see here for my TEKTRONIX TH720 series oscilloscope. This is how it looked when it was finished. I'm just taking now a video of the screen. This is how you use a battery. And this is the casing. The casing was made from a good friend of mine in Slovenia. I just gave him the specification I needed and he constructed it. It consists of 3 parts. The battery part, the battery holder part, as you can see here. The top cover. And where is it? You cannot see it here. The bottom part where the PCB is mounted on. The electronics, the design of the electronics itself, the circuitry, was not a problem at all. Yeah? It is this what I'm doing day in, day out. My problem was the casing. The casing is I'm absolutely not good in mechanics. And I don't know nothing about 3D printing. So thankfully, my friend did that and sent it to me as a proof of concept. The only problem is, as you can see here, this is the casing itself. It is quite flimsy, not very stable. It is very rough everywhere. I will show it to you, the single pieces, a little bit later. But even this construction here took a lot more than 10 hours to make. This is okay for a proof of concept, but not for a finished part. So this is how the inside looks. Very, very rough. As I said, good for a proof of concept, but very rough. This is the battery holder, again very rough. Very thin. And the box itself, inside, not very stable. Of course, it is stable enough for a proof of concept, but look, it is. The ring is glued. It's not an integral part of the enclosure itself. Same with the protection of the screws. These are all glued. Made separately and glued. Yeah. Thankfully, I'm very thankful to my friend that made that, but this is just a proof of concept. But now I tried something professional. I was searching a way to make a better enclosure, and this is where PCBWay comes in. PCBWay reached out to me, contacted me, and offered me to sponsor the 3D printed part you see here. This came in 2 packages, a smaller package with some gifts, a ruler, PCB ruler, and to be honest, this one is much more impressive for me, because I think it is 3D printed, probably, and this shows me what is possible to do, what they can do. This is very interesting for me. What I received was, first of all, a very nice 3D printed battery holder. Look at that. This thing is stable, yeah. very stable, and it is much thicker because the design, my friend made the design with 2.5 millimeter thickness. The bottom part too, yeah, this is a real good, great case, great enclosure, great piece, yeah. The battery, the screw holders are integrated. They even inserted the brass nuts. Really, really stable stuff. And at the end, this is the biggest part, of course. Look at this case. It's a really nice case. Thick, stable, not that flimsy as this one. Of course, this is only a proof of concept, and even this was more than 10 hours. This is a professional solution, and they can do much, much better. PCBWay can do much, much better if I would choose a different material, but this is fantastic. Really, really great stuff. Honestly, I'm very impressed. Look at that. The external ring, the internal ring, everything is an integrated part of the enclosure. That makes this enclosure to make so much more difficult, because if you have this ring, the external ring, you have no side that is flat to put on the flat top, on the flat bed of the printer. So here inside, it was probably filled of some supporting material that makes this thing much, much more difficult, and you need a lot of more material than without this ring at all. And of course, it is 2.5 millimeters and not like that. Look at the difference. Look at this difference. You can hear the difference. This is smooth. This is very lined. But again, proof of concept, professional grade. So the PCBWay is the professional grade solution. I like it very much. I'm very thankful to them that they support me, that they supported this video and sponsored this video. In the future, we will have more videos like that. And now, let's put the whole thing together. Look at that. This is coming perfectly together. Very, very stable, smooth, accurate, and nice. It's very nice. Solution, the result that PCB sent me is immaculate, beautiful. And the finished casing, done. Very nice material. Of course it's working because the electronics are working. That's a dead battery. Red. That means that no battery inside. And blue is charging. Very nice casing. Great work. All in all, perfect solution. Thank you very much, PCBWay. Cheers.